So this is episode 7 of the content journey. So today I'll be breaking down like how I get such high engagement rates at like a low follower ratio. So that's basically like I only have 50 followers on TikTok, but each video is like producing over 1,000 views almost every time, or like that's like triple X, or actually over triple X. Like my follower count is being produced in views, and that's actually very good. It's very good, especially when you're new, because that helps get like viewers and eyes on your page. And if they're obviously constantly seeing your videos, they're going to want to follow you more, because attention kind of equals trust in a way. Like the more you see someone, the more you're willing and able to trust them, and you think they're deserving of a follow. But obviously, like some pieces of content, like that's not the case. Whether it's like one is just very good, so they'll want to follow you off one video or stuff like that. But without further ado, let me go into it. So step one of the things that I should say like will help you boost your engagement rate is what I do in my videos. I grabbed a very popular style that I see other creators doing and seeing success with, and I just reframed it and made it my own through like certain editing techniques. So those techniques being like the watermark I have at the end of the video, which it took me like 20 seconds to make the watermark. It took me like 20 seconds to make that watermark. 20 seconds to make the watermark. The CCs I use for my videos. A lot of people do not really know that much about CCs. CC stands for color coordination. And it's like a popular technique used in films to like change the color grading and the scale of like videos to better like fit the theme or the tone. So I do that using After Effects. I use After Effects for like the color coordination in my videos. So like if you guys want to tap into that, I'll have like a link down below of all the other tools I use for my videos. What's another technique? Just like the format of it, making it like rectangular, because I've seen a lot of people do it as squares, but like to make it more my style, I chose like a specific aspect ratio, which I believe is 1350 by 1000. I think it's something like around there, but 1350 by 1000. I'm pretty sure that's the aspect ratio I use. That's why it's like kind of like a rectangle a little bit, but it's still not fully a rectangle because it's like expanded a little bit. So I was just doing that. Number two, I would suggest doing trial reels. Trial reels, like I said, if you've been doing content for a while and you haven't been seeing like that much growth, or you feel stagnant, trial reels are platinum, triple platinum for you, for getting you reach, for getting you new followers, getting you all that. Because trial reels only target new audiences. So it's like, if these people do not follow you, those are who the trial reels are going to go to. They're not going to go to your followers. Remember that. And if your trial reels do good, at the end of the day, you can still set it to where that it drops and your followers can see the post regardless. But how I was just using trial reels is just collecting a bunch of your old posts that did well and that you've seen success with, and just putting them on trial reels so new audiences can see them. And then you're like basically leveraging your old content, and you're not making like new stuff and using up time for like, what's the word I'm looking for? You're using up your time for like minuscule gains in a way. 3, make posts that you'll want to sit down and watch. Please. I beg of you, anyone watching this video, if you can't sit down and watch your own videos, your own posts repeatedly, please explain to me, how can you expect other people to? That is so key. If you cannot sit down and binge watch your videos, then they're not good enough. That's just point blank, period. At that point, it's not like an algorithm issue, it's just a content issue and like your self issue. If you can't, what's the word I'm looking for? if you can't like position yourself or like state your message in a tone that's entertaining to a viewer, then the algorithm just it's just cooked at that point. There's nothing to push. That's why a lot of creators and a lot of like people in the content creation space say like entertainment is number one on the list of things that are so important for your content to be pushed. Because like if there's no entertainment value or like you're not showing any entertainment value whatsoever, then like the algorithm's just going to think like, oh, this guy, people don't really care about what they have to say, so why would I push it when other people are making stuff that's entertaining? Those are the people I should push. But I digress. So this week's video is kind of short, TBH. This week I got an accounting exam. This week I got an accounting exam I got to study for, sadly. Bull. But it is what it is. But more importantly, I'll be trying out a new content mix where like, since I already know what like works, obviously with like me making a video like this, so now I'm just like trying to integrate more things into like that specific system I have built. So I'll be testing out different post ideas just to like keep evolving, because you never want to stay stagnant. If you stay stagnant, your audience will stay stagnant. They'll expect the same things from you. That's why you always have to like keep building upon what already works, building upon what already works, building upon what already works. Because as someone who's done it for like 9 years, like you always have to try new things, because that's what like separates and differentiates you from the competition. Like, because if the competition is just doing the same thing over and over again and it's working, they're like, you don't want to be too afraid to try something new because you already found what works. Because if you find new things that work for your specific strategy, that could like either help save time, help pull in new audiences, strengthen engagement like this entire video is about. That's why I heavily suggest that like once you find what works for you, I suggest that you like branch off and try and do other things and try and find new things that work. But without further ado, that's the end of the video. And signing off. Peace. Adios.